Hi guys. I know I'm supposed to be on at 10, but I have plans at 11, so I'm gonna start earlier today, like now. So I figured we would paint a flying owl because I don't think I've showed anybody how to do that. So yeah, just bear with me today. I know I'm starting early and I just have plans at 11, so I didn't want to go over. So anyway, I'm just gonna paint a flying owl. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna let me see what brush. I'm gonna use this brush. This is my favorite brush. It's a flat brush, and I'm gonna paint the background this color. I'm gonna paint it this side. I'm gonna make it a little bit dark. And you can use whatever, like I tell people, you can use whatever color you want. You don't have to use exactly the same color I use. Because I like different kinds of colors. I'm going to use white for lighter color. And I'm going to go back to the dark orange or whatever. And I'm going to go white again. And I'm going to go white all the way through the other side of the canvas. Just hit white, and you can still see the other color when you do the white. That's okay. It's good that you see the other color. This is going to be a flying owl, so I kind of like the owl to stand out, so background shouldn't be too dark. And then what I'm going to do is add dark, a little bit dark over here. Now, whatever you use, whatever color you use, that's how I do it. I go dark over here, light over here, and then a little bit dark over here. That way the background is lighter than the foreground. So I always end up doing the background first because if I do the foreground first, I have to like paint around it and it's just too much. So you want to paint the background first. Of course, what I do is usually I mix it then and just go back over it. If you want to go back over it, you can. Because if you don't like the first layer, it's better to go back over it. White. I think white is a pretty nice color with any kind of color because it it makes the other color lighter. It just makes it really pretty. So that's why I like to use white on a lot of my backgrounds. I have like with the sky, I paint it dark blue first, and then I use white, and it makes it lighter. That's the difference with white. Okay, now I'm going to use a different brush. This is the brush I'm going to use. Now, go ahead and paint my owl. What you do is, I'm going to make it right there in the middle. What you do is kind of make an egg shape for the body. You know how you see eggs and they're not round, completely round. They're kind of slanted like that. That's the body. And the head, just make it round. And don't worry, guys, if you mess up on your first time, because I did that many times. I messed up and had to kind of get it to where I wanted it. And then now you just color it in. I'm trying to show you guys the easiest painting, so I'm trying not to make it too hard for you. But sometimes when things get a little hard, just sit back and relax and breathe a couple times. Because nothing is too hard unless you let it be hard. So that's my suggestion. Nothing is too hard unless you let it be hard. I had to believe in that myself. I had to believe in that nothing is too hard unless you make it hard. Now, I'm going to use this one for the feathers, and it works really well with feathers. You don't need a big brush for feathers unless you want to use a big brush. But actually, I gotta do the ears. And you could do the ears with this too. Let me see. If it flies, well, I guess it'll be alright. What you do is go like this, go out like this, and like that. And then I kind of measure it. Kind of take my brush and measure it like that. And I go on the other side. It's right there, yeah. And usually I'll make a dot or something to see where it's going to end up. And there's the other wing. I know it right now it doesn't look like it's flying, but it is. It's kind of hard to make a bird flying, so I just, and then with the wings, I just go like this. I just barely press my brush, because if you press it too much, you'll get bigger streaks. This one's probably, well. And don't worry if you mess up, because people, when they first paint, lots of people mess up. I mean, even I mess up. Even if I painted all pretty much for a whole year, I still mess up on my stuff. It comes with learning. Everything comes with learning. And what I do is I color the wing differently. Like, I just make little marks like that. I mean, you can color the wing any way you want, but there's no right or wrong way to paint anything. So then I just color the rest. Owls are my favorite birds, believe it or not. I mean, I haven't really, well, I guess I have seen one in life at a zoo, but I think they're the most prettiest birds. Eagles are too, actually. Eagles are my favorite too. So I got two different favorite birds, and both of them are just amazing. So I just hope that everybody that's watching, I hope you enjoy all my videos. I have quite a few on my channel, so um, I gotta redo the wings again. And like I said, don't worry about mistakes. Everybody makes them. Even I make them, and I've been now for over a year, which isn't very long, but I still make mistakes, and of course it's hard. I mean, you learn from it, and then you can. Anybody can do better with time. Better at painting, better at anything with time. It takes time to do better at things. It doesn't happen overnight. So think of yourself. Think of it. Nothing happens overnight. It takes time. I know me. I'm the. I'm always impatient about things, and I always want things done the way I see it, but it doesn't happen that way. It usually. Now see how I did the wings on the ends? I put wings and I covered them on the inside. Now I gotta do the little tail. You know, before I even started painting, I basically was doodling. I was doodling designs and stuff, and I thought that was pretty fun. And then once I started doodling and stuff, then I started drawing, and look where I am today. Now I'm painting, and I just totally enjoy it. Right now I'm doing the tail. I'm using white right now. Um, White just makes things stick out more, I guess. But it took me a while to start. I mean, it took me quite a while to do it out. I mean, of course, I don't know. I think I might have its face turned towards that way, not this way, because it's kind of tricky to do the owl's face. But he's turned the other way, so I might not have to do the face. So many paintings that I did through last year and some of this year, and I am trying to sell them. Um, I know I can't do on YouTube, but I'm not selling them. Can you see the tail? There, I kind of pushed it down a little bit, but I just hope everybody enjoys this painting. I enjoy it. I enjoy anything that I do. I mean, now with the wings, I'm gonna have to. That's what it is. It's not hard at all. It's just a little bit challenge here and there. But that's that's all life is. It's challenging. Um, Now what I'm going to do is see brush. Hold on. There's a bush or one of those what do you call them? I like to add stuff to it. Makes it look more fuller. See how I put like greenery around it? That's probably what I'm going to do. Leaves. Then you have to push down real hard on your brush. And then it's like push down. Then all these things have some form of a egg as a body, and every animal that you paint always has a shape. Sometimes. But yeah, I was gonna play. I I I decided not to. As you can see with the leaves, I'm kind of making it like a comma. See how I curve it? That's all it is. It's just commas. And these leaves, I don't know. These are just too hard to do for me. But yeah, those ones have leaves. And I'm gonna make those purple. You can do anything you put your mind to. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's art or drawing or some kind of hobby. Now that's pretty. But yeah, so you could do anything you put your mind to. Um, just think in your mind, can I do this or can I do that? Love and that they enjoy. Um, and I love painting. That's one of my hobbies. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add black. Like black too much. Don't ask me why, but I just don't. What I'm going to do is like put kind of like fur on the owl. Um, See how I barely tap my brush, and it ends up being like fur. See how to do that? And this one's gonna be, since he's looking that way, I'm gonna put fur back of his head. It's easier when the owl is facing the other way. And then I'm gonna add some on the wings here. Really, it doesn't matter. Really, to me, it doesn't matter about the fur. And fur's kind of hard to do anyway. Fur is not my that thing. But that's the L. Actually, you know what? I was gonna make a little like to make a little fish. This is going to be kind of chunky. That's a big fish. But hey, okay. Anybody that's going to join me at 10, well, I'm not going to. Got too many plans going on today, which I didn't really know about. But yeah, hope that looks like a fish. There we go. Now it looks like a fish. Yeah, the owl has a fish in his mouth, and he's gonna go eat it. I wasn't even gonna put a fish in his mouth, but I'm like, well, why would he be flying if he had a fish in his mouth, right? So, he has a fish. That's why he has a fish in his mouth. But of course, you can't see his mouth because he's turning the other way. So therefore, but you could see the fish. So, in his claws, well, actually, shoot, I should have put fish in their mouths too, as far as I know. Oh well. Anyway, he has a fish in his mouth on his claws. So, well, birds get fish in their mouth. He's with a fish in his mouth, and that's what I'm gonna do is go over his tail again. This probably is the last week for me to be on video. Next week I'll start on video again, but this week is just going to be a busy week for me. And at first I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go today on video, but I'm like, well, why not? Not doing anything anyway. So let's see. I put like try to. I just hope you guys enjoy these videos. I sure like to have. I can understand nobody wants to comment. That's fine too. Um, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're watching, it's even better. So. Look like fur. Or it's burnt number, but how many paints they have, how many paintbrushes they have. It's amazing. And people, they're artists. Some buy the most uh, what do you call it? The most expensive stuff. And to me, I don't buy the most expensive. Like paint and stuff, I don't buy the most expensive. Next, next thing I'm gonna teach, well, sometime soon, I'm gonna teach oil paint. And oil paint, I'm I'm gonna be learning on that, on how to paint with oil. I heard it's much better than acrylics, but I don't know. Might be. But I like acrylics because it doesn't dry as fast. But then I can't really judge oil because I haven't done it yet. So never judge people, really. Never judge people. Because, I mean, if you don't like the person, tell them that you don't like them. But, yeah, done, I've done a couple owl paintings and they turned out good, actually. This one's pretty cool. I like this one the best, actually. Sometimes I do amaze myself. Myself because half the time I don't even know what I'm painting, and it comes out something. So it's good to amaze yourself sometimes. Pretty much, I do it all the time, pretty much. So, okay. And let me see. Yeah. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. I know a lot of you have to go work or are already at work and just looking. This fish is just fish. So if anybody wants, if anybody think what, if anybody knows what that is, it's a fish. It's a long fish. Could be a trout. It could be, I don't know what other fish. Um, could be anything. Of course, I could just put the fish down here, but well, it's in his mouth. So, um, anyway, I'm gonna like put some purple, my purple, but on paint, my favorite color for paint is magenta. Magenta is really pretty. I like magenta. I like crimson. I like all those things. You know what? I'm gonna probably redo the things. Put purple down here too. I'm just gonna cover this whole thing because those leaves don't look at all very good. Okay. When you put stuff, it's barely tap like that. See, and it ends up being really pretty. Um, but it's sometimes I'll add shadow. Actually, you know what? I might just do like here. But it's something probably like this. Okay, here I guess that's neck. I don't want to make it too dark. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. But I decided stuff to do at 11, so I don't want to go on and then I have to get off at a certain time. So I figured I'd do this. What I'm doing is I'm just making those shine more. Guys, having a good Monday today. I know a lot of you don't like Mondays, and that's understandable. But but it's Mondays to me are just like regular days. That tail still doesn't look. It's hard to do fish tails, but you know what? I don't care. Well, I do care, but I don't. I try not to miss on a lot of stuff. I try to just paint and that's it. Um, well, I don't know what else to paint, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, actually, you know what? I'm gonna add leaves here. Here I add leaves. Sorry, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I said leaves, and that was don't get any leaves. But yeah, um, like I said, you can use your you can this. I would prefer something light. I would probably prefer a darker background, but don't use black if you're doing light colors, because well, maybe. I mean, colors would show on black, but like a red or something, but not every color shows on black. So, um, they, I, I'll come back on later, or I'll talk to you guys sometime next week. And I hope you have a happy Monday. Goodbye now. Come on, end already. Okay, let me see if it